But within that, that's bullshit. I call myself out on my own bullshit. Your spirit's got to keep shining. You got to keep thriving and finding the positivity in all. I'm just sitting here rigging up my motorcycle, and that dog doesn't exactly like me being here. And I'm just setting up in the rain. That's why that thing can go fuck off. I mean, I can say hello to it too. Hello, somebody cop. Somebody cop. Okay, I go now. I go now. I go out into the wet road and you can park at the next intruder. All right, so today I want to talk about the word frustration. And, you know, you can only really talk from your own perspective, or I can only really talk from my own perspective and hope from there that people hear something that they might agree with or disagree with and tell me to go blast off somewhere, which that's fine too. Up to you, as they say in Thailand. All right, so what am I frustrated about? My frustration, from what I'm seeing about leadership in America, politics in America, left and right, bipartisan, yak, yak, yak in America, is that both sides, the left and the right, they're both complaining about the same thing. Now, there's many things, there's many issues going on right now. The one I'm going to highlight is free speech, because that is the molehill I will die on. It's not a mountain, it's a molehill for me. You know, I've got a very, very small influence on, and not even, why did I even say that word? It's not even a word I want to use. You know, I'm an average, everyday, normal human being, American, just like you. Depending on you, whoever you is, if Elon Musk is watching this, I guess we would be in different categories. But back to frustration. And what I'm seeing is how both sides of the aisle are complaining about the same issue, and it's removing of free speech. And this is something I saw. Actually, I don't want to go into my prediction or thing on it just yet. I want to talk about people saying like, oh, democracy is in jeopardy. We're losing our freedom of speech. It's because of Trump. Okay, it's fine. He's got his take on it for sure. But what I'm seeing is both sides of the aisle are complaining about the same issue. And my frustration is it's us, the common everyday civilian Americans, who need to come together and bounce out the leadership, the inept leadership who is trying to guide us. And depending on what side of the aisle, they're doing a good job of it because the country's divided. So I'll try to elaborate. Recently I saw the comic Marc Maron doing a very close-up video of him on some sort of, I saw it on YouTube, because I'm not on any other the other ones, and he was talking about free speech rights. I think he linked it up to the Kimmel thing, I don't know. But he was complaining about free speech and saying how it's all gone. And I thought that was kind of strange coming from him, because, you know, he's someone who's got a microphone in his mouth, and he's had an incredibly successful podcast. I just thought it was odd coming from him, because where was he when Google was shutting down YouTube accounts during COVID? Like, these people don't understand. Well, maybe they do. They just whatever. But it's the same issue. Like, if you shut someone down like Jimmy Kimmel, and there's backlash about that, I get it. I want Kimmel to say whatever the fuck he wants, and if he finds an audience for that, beautiful. The same thing for Marc Maron. He can say whatever the fuck he wants, and some people are going to dig it, some people aren't. But the thing with what I'm having a hard time wrapping my head around is both sides are complaining about the same issue. You know, but like someone like Marc Maron for shutting down people's yeah, and listen, I know I'm talking on a Google platform right now. It's kind of like It's kind of like biting the hand that feeds me, but Google don't feed me. I'm not being fed by Google. I mean, the algorithm feeds me. They feed me an algorithm, but they're not feeding me. My page does not get fed. So, but where was Marc Maron when Google shut down accounts for people talking against the grain of COVID-19? It's the same thing. You might not like what people were saying, but the fact that Google was shutting down accounts, so you're on that side then? That's what I have a hard time with. The big picture about what I'm saying is us middle-of-the-road Americans, common road Americans, we're being led by inept rulers. And, you know, there's a lot of fuck-ups in America. Like, we all know that. There's a ton of that. But there's a lot of people who are not fuck-ups. So the people who are suffering are the people who like I gotta live in this world too, and I get it, I accept it. I accept we're in a very strange place right now. But I'm sure, you know, listen, I'm broken, I'm wounded, I'm flawed, I'm all that stuff. But I'm not a fuck up in this system right now. So I gotta deal, people like you and me, we have to deal with what's going on. And they're not just holding back the U.S.A, they're holding us back as well. But within that, that's bullshit. I call myself out on my own bullshit. Your spirit's got to keep shining. You got to keep thriving and finding the positivity in all this stuff. Whether you're listening to Patrick Bet-David interview Nick Fuentes and you're having your voices about that, or you're listening to her take, which is a really bad idea spinoff of The View. But I like two of those broads, and I did say broads. Anna Kasparian is a fucking savage. She's very smart. And then the Jillian Michaels, yeah, she's got some, I like her moxie. But the other two, that, I don't know, that Lindy, I think her name's Lindy Lee. God, she's just coming off as like and I'm not gonna sound nice when I say this, but she's literally looking for the next dick to suck. That's it. She's just, where do I go next? Where does my head go next? And listen, it is what it is. You know, that's his take on her take. So that's what I got today, but there's no frustration there. I mean, if she wants to suck dick all day long, that's completely up to her. That's her prerogative. She can do that. My take on the word frustration is that this is what we all got to deal with. We're dealing with really, really bad leadership. And I'm not just pointing the finger at Trump. Like, Joe Biden was a disaster. Obama 1 was awesome. Second half of Obama 2, debatable that that's where a lot of this rhetoric and stuff started to surface. But, you know, that's your opinion. I've got my opinion. What else? How am I going to end this one? As usual, I got a truck coming on. I got to keep my eye on. They're probably experiencing some frustration that there's a YouTuber in their country talking shit into a camera. But that's okay. I can be awkward in this moment and ramble. But I do need an outro. I do need a way to say goodbye during these. I need to sit in my frustration of not having a proper outro. God.